How rats changed European history? Imagine a tiny creature weighing less than a kilogram. It can't use weapons, build armies, or capture cities. Yet it was the cause of one of the most terrible catastrophes in human history. We're talking about rats. In the 14th century, Europe experienced a horror that people later called the Black Death. The disease spread so quickly that entire cities literally died out in a matter of months. But how did it all begin? At that time, merchant ships constantly traveled between countries. Rats lived on board alongside the goods. They hid in the holds, fed on the food supplies, and moved unnoticed from one port to another. However, the real danger wasn't the rats themselves. They carried fleas infected with the deadly bacteria. When a rat died, the fleas sought a new host. Often, that host was a human. Thus, the disease began its journey across Europe. At first, people didn't understand what was happening. A person could feel fine one morning and die a few days later. Painful swellings appeared on the body, high temperatures rose, and doctors knew no way to help. Fear gripped the entire continent. People were afraid to leave their homes. Many believed it was a divine punishment. Others looked for someone to blame among their neighbors. But no one understood the real cause. The disease spread further and further, city after city, country after country. Sometimes a third of the population died in just a few months. Streets emptied, markets closed, fields were left without workers. Some villages disappeared forever. Historians estimate that the Black Death claimed the lives of tens of millions of people. In some regions, almost half the population perished. It was one of the deadliest epidemics in human history, but the consequences were far more serious than anyone could imagine. After the epidemic, the population became so sparse that an unexpected problem arose. There was no one to work. The feudal lords needed peasants, cities needed artisans, farms needed labor. For the first time in a long time, ordinary people were able to demand better living conditions. Workers became much more valuable. Many historians believe that it was the aftermath of the Black Death that helped transform European society and weaken the old feudal order. It's a surprising paradox. Tiny rats didn't just spread the disease, they indirectly changed the economy, society, and the course of European history for centuries to come. Sometimes the smallest creatures can change the fate of an entire continent. This is why rats have become some of the most influential animals in human history.